Elon Musk tweeted? What? Did he mention Dogecoin? I don't care about SpaceX. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dan and this is the Ultimate Beginners Series Guide, and in this lesson we'll be covering on how to choose the best broker in 2022 for beginners. Since there are many brokers out there, I decided to divide this video into two parts. Part 1 will be covering 3 brokers on which you can trade stocks and similar instruments on, and 3 brokers that you can trade cryptocurrencies. Stay tuned until the end of this video because we'll be covering a lot of important information and we'll dive in deep, so make sure not to miss out any details. All mentioned brokers have some kind of restrictions in related to country where you live, so make sure to check if you're actually eligible to open a account with them. Alright, let's dive into it. The first broker that I will be covering is Interactive Brokers. Interactive Broker is one of the safest and most reliable brokers out there, and I have been using it personally. However, while great at many levels such as broad variety of instruments to trade and low fees, it can be extremely complicated to use for new users. The platform is quite outdated and not really user-friendly, and that's what annoyed me personally, so I had to pay for third-party programs in order for my trading experience to be simpler and better. The first step in creating an account with Interactive Brokers is to go to their webpage, which is interactivebrokers.com. Then we click Open Account tab, Start Application, and that will pop up a new window which will take you to account creation page. You will then fill out some basic data like username, password, etc. Once you're done with the account creating formalities, then you will have an extensive questionnaire by them on yourself and your financial details. The process of account creation and finalizing everything is about 2 to 3 weeks and is not the easiest or simplest thing to do. They are very particular when it comes to customer safety and anti-money laundering policies, which is actually one of the reasons why I stopped trading with them. Disclaimer, no, I'm not laundering any money. I can barely launder my own clothes, so yeah. The actual reason is that I live in the Middle East and banking regulations here are very different than the ones in US and Europe. So some of the documentation that they actually ask, believe it or not, as simple as it is a headache to get here. But if you meet the criteria, I would highly recommend on you using Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers does not have any minimum account balance, meaning you do not have to have any money on the account. You can be at $0 and still have the account open. As well, you will not be paying any account maintenance fees, and you can fund your account at a later stage whenever you decide. However, if you will be using a margin account, which I will be talking about later on what is margin account, you will need to maintain a minimum balance of $2,000 to keep the account open. They offer demo trading, which is a great tool as I've spoken in the last video, and also they have an extensive range of educational material which you can use to help yourself in your trading. So to sum it up, pros of Interactive Brokers are that it is super reliable and safe broker to trade on, it has very low fees and broad variety of products. However, the cons of Interactive Brokers is that it is not really user-friendly or easy to navigate on. The second broker that I'll be covering is Robinhood. While not very famous within trading community nowadays, especially the one on Reddit, I'm looking at you apes, Robinhood offers super user-friendly and easy way of trading. To open an account with Robinhood, we're going to go at robinhood.com, then we're going to click on Get Started and fill out some basic data like username, password, etc. Unfortunately, I could not provide you further preview of their account opening since I do not live in the US, and Robinhood at this moment only provides services to customers in the US. However, I believe that the account opening is same or simpler as the Interactive Brokers. Alright, let's dive into their business model and app. There's no minimum account opening and there's no maintenance fees. However, they do not provide demo trading. Their business model consists of no commission trading, where unlike Interactive Brokers, you technically do not have to pay for any trade that you place. But in reality, this actually sounds way better than it is, and let's cover why. There's something called spread on every single financial instrument. So let's say, for example, you want to buy a share of Tesla stock, and the price difference between buy and sell is $3. Once you click buy, your order will be open at sell price and you will be charged a small fee in order to execute the trade. On Robinhood, however, this is different. So if on Interactive Brokers the spread was $3, on Robinhood it will be $10 or more. This is not the actual case, however, I'm just covering this in order for you to understand. So basically, you're technically not paying the commission to the broker, however, you're starting at a much bigger disadvantage. But people still prefer to use Robinhood just for the user-friendly interface and simplicity. They have different products to trade on, however, they do not have bonds or mutual funds to trade, and they are a pretty reliable platform. This word reliable has been put into question mark these days, since Robinhood was in the midst of a scandal where they have been accused by retail traders that they have been manipulating the market in GameStop or GME stock trading case. I will not be diving further into this case. If you did not hear about it already, I'll be putting some links down in the description so you can inform yourself. So to sum it up, pros of Robinhood is that it is super easy and beginner friendly platform to use, and the cons of it is that it is not really commission free and has questioned reliability. The third broker that I'll be covering is eToro. I have been personally using eToro and it is quite beginner friendly and easy to use broker. They have the same no commission business model as Robinhood, and the same review applies, that it is not commission free. They do not have minimum account balance or maintenance fee. Opening account with eToro is quite easy and simple. We will head to eToro.com, click on sign up, which will then pop up a new window. We will fill up some basic details, same as previous two platforms, like email address, username, password, etc. And then we will get a confirmation email. And after that, it's done. Once you log in into eToro afterwards, you will get some basic details questionnaire on yourself, and you will be filling out those data in order to get verified. Once you get verified, you will be able to start trading. You can fund your account without being verified, and they mention on their website that if you fund your account before being verified, it will speed up the verification process. So basically they want you to put some money. Verification process takes a few days and they will notify you once it's done. eToro has been pretty innovative with their copy portfolio option, where if you do not have the time or you do not want to learn about investing but you still want to invest, you can just copy one of their popular investors and let them do all the work for you. Popular investors have different ranks starting from cadet to elite pro, and based on that they will need to fulfill certain criteria on their financial knowledge, public engagement and education. They also have the option if you want to copy sector-oriented portfolios that they actually made themselves at eToro. They offer different products to trade, however the most recommended ones for day traders are stocks and CFD indexes. So to sum it up, pros of eToro are that it is super easy and simple to use, and they have the copy portfolio option, and the cons of eToro are that they offer commission-free trading and very uncompetitive crypto prices. Alright, that'll be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please make sure to stay tuned for part 2 where I'll be covering 3 crypto platforms to start your trading journey on. And don't forget to press the subscribe button, like the video if you liked it, turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Peace!